She will be reading from her own works, Hideout.
Thank you. Actually, I'm going to take a moment and read just a little bit from the odds as well. I decided to choose passages in which my characters are reading because my characters are always reading, and I thought that that would be appropriate for this event. The character that I fell in love with, and I need to fall in love in order to write a book, one of them that I fell in love with in the odds is Meg Phillips, and she's 13 years old, almost 14 years old. She wakes up one night to find her stepmother leaving the family, meaning that the 4 children will be alone, and they already are orphaned, literally. So her stepmother has had enough, and she's leaving. And Meg is quite a forgiving character, so she actually hugs her goodbye. Allison broke the embrace and picked up the luggage, enough luggage to hold just about everything she owned. Meg went to reach for one of the tweed bags, but Allison said, "No, my God, no, you can't do that too." Meg stood helpless as her stepmother went to the car once, then twice. Finally, Allison put the last piece of luggage in the cardboard box in the trunk. She kissed her fingers in farewell, got behind the wheel, and started up the car. But she didn't start out right away. The moment stretched to 3 minutes. Meg watched, thinking, "I've done it. I've turned her around." Allison put the old Civic into gear. Still, she didn't move. The stars were visible, and a half moon washed the closely parked cars in an eerie light. The car motor made its familiar coughing sound. Suddenly, the car and its driver were gone. The night was chilly. Meg didn't put on a robe or a sweater. She didn't go back to bed. She sat still at the kitchen table for a long time, hearing in memory the car driving away and understanding why Allison went in the night. License plate. Allison wanted to get far enough away that nobody could find her if Meg rebelled and called the police. Meg thought about how to tell the others in the morning that their stepmother had come back for only a few days, only to take off again, and this time it was for good. The check sat on the hall table. It was really just redwood outdoor furniture, although it was nicely made. It stood nearest the front door and was used for school books and mail. Meg was the one who found the table outside Keystone Plumbing on sale for $10, and she thought it could substitute for one about the same size her stepmother had sold when they downsized from a house in Greenfield to this little salt box. Only $10 and sturdy, she'd come home saying, and Allison told her she sounded like an old woman. The comment stung. Meg did not want to be an old woman, but she supposed she was. She had always been the caretaker of the other kids, but in many ways too of her mother when she was alive, her stepmother, and even her father. She wanted to be like, not like her classmates exactly, but like some kids her age, pretty, laughing, music-playing kids. Old woman. Her school books were stacked neatly. Her class was giving book reports. She was doing A Tale of Two Cities tomorrow, one of her father's favorite books. She was finished preparing and had been for a week. Math done, geography done. Meg got up and looked at the check, $40. She could make it on that for a long time. Allison had no sense of money. She had told Susanna to call for a pizza today, and all she had to pay for it was $5 and something. The man had been nice, letting them have it. She put on the television so low there were no discernible words, only a murmur. There was some kind of community access talk program. She tried to guess what they were talking about so earnestly. Then there was the movie, in which people raised their eyebrows every time they spoke, but she couldn't hear the words of that either, and she couldn't read the lips and didn't turn up the sound. After a while, she let the light of the television flicker over her like firelight. She had the idea that if she concentrated on the thought hard enough, her stepmother would turn around and come back. She was gone 3 days the first time she left, almost a week the second time. Meg's vision was clear, a dream with a soundtrack. She'd hear the unmistakable sound of the cranky, used, has-been car, and she would go to the window and welcome Allison back.